You said this would be your year again, just like last year, and the one before that. You swore you were gonna change. You wrote it down. You told yourself you were different now. But look at you, still watching, still hoping, still thinking that one day you'll get serious. How many more Januaries do you need before it clicks? How many more Mondays? How many more late-night self-improvement videos? You've mastered the art of pretending you're improving. You've convinced yourself that thinking about change is the same as changing. No. Let me say this clearly. One day is never coming. One day is the lie that's keeping you weak. Either you take control right now, or the next year will bury you in silence, just like the last one did. Let me ask you something. How many promises have you made to yourself that you never kept? How many mornings did you say you'd wake up early? How many nights did you promise you'd stop wasting time on your phone? How many weeks did you say you'd finally start the gym, write that plan, commit to your goals? How many times have you said, "This is the last time," only for it to repeat the next day? How many days have passed with you doing the bare minimum, pretending it was enough? You swore you'd cut off distractions. You swore you'd stop chasing girls who don't even respect you. You swore you'd stop acting like you're serious when you're not. You build up the plan, the vision, the identity. But when it's time to act, you fall. Again and again. The truth? You're not lazy, you're addicted to comfort. You're not stupid, you're avoiding the pain of discipline. Because discipline, it's UGLY. It's boring, it's painful. It doesn't look cool on camera, but it builds something no one can take from you. And I get it. Facing your flaws is uncomfortable. Looking in the mirror and realizing you're not who you said you'd be, that takes courage most people don't have. But comfort is a slow death. It eats away at your edge, at your pride, at your future. And if you don't kill it, it will kill you quietly. It'll take your best years and sell them back to you as nostalgia. The scariest part? Most men will die soft. Soft, mentally and physically. Even in their habits, it will adapt to them. Not because they wanted to fail, but because they were too scared to confront themselves. Too scared to sacrifice their own happiness for their own greatness. You want power? You want real strength? Start by looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, "This version of me is not enough." Say it with hate and hunger. Then do something about it. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. There are 52 weeks in a year, 365 days, 8,760 hours. Do you realize how many of those you've already wasted? Stanford researchers found that the average person spends over 4 hours a day on their phone. That's over 1,460 hours a year, gone, and wasted. That's 2 whole months you gave away for free. For what? Entertainment, distraction, cheap dopamine. Every second you waste, you sharpen someone else's blade while yours rusts in the dark. This world doesn't care about potential, only execution and results. And the painful truth? No one's coming to save you. Not even your parents nor your friends. Not even your favorite YouTuber. You are either the predator of your time or its prey. There will be a moment, and maybe this is it right now, where you realize you've been bullcrapping yourself. You've been distracting yourself with potential, with motivation, with half effort. You've become addicted to the fantasy of change, not the pain of transformation. You scroll videos like this one, hoping they'll spark something. You keep saying, tomorrow. You keep rehearsing your potential in your head like it's enough, but it's not. You don't need more information, you need a funeral. Useless. That version of you dream about, he requires sacrifice, war, pain, silence, and isolation. And right now, you're at war with your comfort. Not just the kind that feels good, but the kind that quietly kills. The comfort of excuses and routines that keep you average, and people who keep you soft. This is the truth most will never accept. Change isn't some shiny moment of clarity. It's a death of the weak version of you. A funeral for your excuses. A ritual where you bury the lies you've been telling yourself for years. You want to be reborn into something greater. You need to bury who you are today. And not just bury him, kill him, coldly and finally. Without a tear. That's why you're stuck. You haven't been willing to kill the version of you that's been holding you back. Until now. So don't announce, don't post, don't go bragging to your friends. Just vanish. Vanish into your discipline, your grind, your silence, and into the shadows no one sees. Start waking up at 5 a.m. and don't tell a soul. Start reading 2 hours a day and don't post a screenshot. Start working on your business, your mind, your body, and let them find out when it's too late. Delete your apps, block your distractions, say no more than you say yes. Live like you're building something sacred, because you are. They won't recognize you when you return. Good. That means you did it right. Let them whisper, let them doubt, let them wonder where you went. Real growth doesn't come with applause. It comes with isolation. It comes with repetition. It comes with sacrifice no one claps for. Disappear, to evolve, go ghost, to become a weapon. Here's the reality. If you're still here watching this, you're not weak. You're still growing. And incomplete men, they still have a chance. But it's not guaranteed. It's not promised. Because time doesn't pause for the almost ready. It moves with or without you. You don't just need motivation. You need a strategy, a map, a mission, and a code. You need to become a ghost, the kind of man who doesn't ask for respect. Rather, he earns it in silence. The kind of man no one notices until it's too late. That means cutting noise and staying hungry and being your own fuel when no one's watching. You stop watching others or waiting for signs. You become the sign. You become the shift. You move like a shadow through the noise and the static. Most people announce their goals. You build in silence. Most people post for validation, while you vanish to elevate. That's why in the next video, I'm going to show you the art of moving in silence. How to build without being seen. How to grow without needing applause. How to dominate in a world obsessed with noise. No attention, no validation, just power. Most men scream. We operate. Most men try to impress, while we disappear and come back unrecognizable. Because real transformation isn't public. It's brutal, it's lonely, and it's done in the dark. If you're ready to become the man no one sees coming, make sure you're there. Because that's when the real war begins. And it won't be loud. It'll be silent. And this time, it'll be permanent. They follow influencers, they follow trends, and they follow noise. But you follow discipline. You follow silence. You follow darkness. You're not meant to be liked. You're meant to be respected, feared, and unstoppable. And that path, it doesn't begin with a shout. It begins in the shadows, in silence. It begins when you stop proving and start becoming. So, disappear. Discipline yourself. Rebuild yourself. Then return as someone unrecognizable. Join my Discord server if you're ready to become part of the few who operate in silence. Not everyone will make it, but the ones who do, they don't just change their lives. They become legends in the dark. They don't follow the algorithm. They follow the code. And the code says, be powerful, be anonymous. Link in description. Don't wait. Power respects action.
If you want to stay powerful in the shadows, keep learning, keep adapting. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe button. Spread the power of the code. Be powerful. Be anonymous.